Hi Scorpio, welcome to another reading here for you. This is general reading, so please take only the messages that you resonate with and leave the rest for the others. Every single message that comes from the past is with the purpose of helping you understand past events into your life better, maybe bring a new perspective and give you something to think about. Every single message that comes from the current comes with the purpose of helping you navigate current situations into your life so that you can make the best decisions for the future. And lastly, future does not come in chronological order, so I do advise you to listen to the reading at least one more time before I will upload the next reading. The future comes with the purpose of helping you prepare for possible upcoming events into your life so you can know how to respond rather than to react. This is the third time I'm trying to do your reading, so hopefully this one is going to come out very nicely. First one was really good, full and abundant in messages. However, something happened during the reading that I don't edit the videos, as you probably know. I don't edit the videos, I upload them as they are, and because of that I do another reading for you. Anyway, happy birthday to you, 27th of October. If you watched this video, happy birthday to you. Hopefully you had a great celebration, and let's see if the energies change from yesterday to today. 3 of Cups. You had fun. Good to know. Show me please, Scorpio, in the recent past. Some of you in the recent past maybe decided to move houses, or thought about making changes in your home. If some of you are thinking of changing houses, I do see that being a very good decision. It's a rational decision that you're making. You could have a few options, and what what concerned you the most was the finances. Maybe you are going to move, or you're planning to move into a smaller place, and you are also thinking how you're going to fit all those things into your new home. Changes in the home in the recent past, nevertheless, and maybe a lot of people have been helping you or supporting you in your endeavors, and to help you make all these changes. Yes. Yeah, nice. It's kind of different energy than yesterday so far. Yeah. The topics were different yesterday. We didn't talk about home. For some of you, this talks also about marriage, commitment. Like you are with somebody that you feel really good about, and you are thinking of maybe expanding or going next step into this relationship. But maybe what you've been thinking about was, how are you going to lose your freedom? Maybe you're afraid of feeling caged. Yeah, that could be one for some of you. Thinking about commitment. Wow. I'm not sure what is this, but something really unexpected happened. This could be legal. Brought a lot of heaviness on your shoulders. This is kind of the same energy from yesterday. I was saying yesterday that you cannot carry everybody on your shoulders. You're not a bodybuilder. The energy yesterday, though, was a bit more playful than today. Today I'm more serious about it, and maybe this is something for you to actually take it serious and tackle the situation if you haven't in the past. But I do see things going south quick in the past, maybe because of things that you did not anticipate it, and they took you by surprise. This came with a lot of endings, and I feel like saying betrayal. Maybe you've been betrayed in the past, and it came with an ending. You did not expect something to happen in the past, and it kind of shifted your view on the world, on whatever the specific thing was. But I feel like it's not just one specific thing. I feel like a bunch of things happened, but one particular thing shifted your view upon life, shifted your view upon yourself, and it hasn't been good. I feel like a lot of stuff fall on your shoulders in the recent past, and you had to deal with them. It came with some changes, major changes in your life, major changes in your life. And this was the energy from yesterday. This was the energy from yesterday too. Now I get the similar energy that I had yesterday, which is a bit playful, but I see that no matter what happened in the past, maybe you were able to just let it there, be there, and just move on very quickly and focus on the people and the situations that you can actually grow and ascend to. I don't feel it's necessarily good, to be honest, in the recent past to shift your focus from whatever happened quickly to something new or something different, because it does not give you the space enough to actually grow from that. This situation will come back. Whatever happened in the past, it will come back to you one way or another, for you to actually deal with it. Maybe you made some changes after that situation that happened. It could be legal thing, it could be you find out some secrets, it could be family secrets, or it could be secrets about mothers or women in your life. But whatever happened, I don't feel like in the past you made the radical decision to shift something as your ancestor would have wanted you to do. So that situation will come back to you because you will have to clear whatever that was. For others, I feel like whatever decision you took in the past was more regarding you focusing on yourself, and the way it shows this is here it's a bit selfish. So if you decided in the recent past you want to do things just for yourself, the way you like it, and that's not necessarily self-love, and the way I feel it here, it's selfish. That will come back to your attention. Either if it's not in the current, it will come in the future to your attention because you have to deal with that. I feel like it's a lesson that you have to learn in relationship to the people you surround with. If you have around you people in the Three of Cups energy, yeah, that's okay. These are people you can hang out with, you can have fun with, you can, enjoy with. These are not necessarily people that you can build with. These are not necessarily people that you can have a long connection with. So if you think in the moment, yeah, cool, that's all right. But if you think for the long run, the Three of Cups kind of people are not the kind of people you're going to have in the long run. Let's see for you in the current. In the current, I see things related to your career stressing you a bit. Maybe you've been applying for jobs or you want to start a new career. And it's again a lot of confusion about this. Maybe you feel that things are going on career-wise at the workplace, or maybe you are starting to do something on your own and you don't want to share with others. Whatever you're doing in the current, I feel like it's asking from you to put a bit more effort into it, and don't worry too much about it. Leave the worries behind and just push through, because this Knight of Cups, it has a good ideas, it has a good intentions, but doesn't step into the action fully. So you probably are being asked to push through it fully. Leave behind all the anxiety, leave behind all the confusion, and put the actual effort that you have to do to get either the clarity, to get either the effort or the material, what you want to do. I don't know what you do. Maybe this is a project of sorts. So do what you have to do without worrying so much about it, and put the full on horses on the wheel. Like all horses now are pulling. Not just one because you're not sure. You could doubt in the current aspects of your career, or how is your effort being appreciated or seen in the outside. You need to have the moral, the columna vertebral. You need to have that spinal cord in the actions that you do, for you while you ascend at the same time. Don't lose that spinal cord. Don't lose your principles. Don't lose your values. Watch Sagittarius reading. because you're going to get to a position of power of sorts. You know, when I do private readings, I get this often from people, you were right, or you said this. I didn't said anything. I'm just reading and interpreting and understanding the energies and bring that into words to you. I don't do nothing, trust me. It's not for me. But I just said to you just now, like, watch Sagittarius reading, and first card that came out, it's Sagittarius. So please do yourself a favor and watch Sagittarius reading as well. In the current, your focus seems to be on keeping balance. If it's not, you're being asked to balance things out and find a way to combine pleasures of life with enjoyment and work. I also do see that maybe you are seeking for a deeper meaning in the things that you're doing, or maybe you met somebody that is very mystical and spiritual and has a good vibe. The sun is here as well, so maybe you're going to seek for some kind of guidance or support, a reader of sorts, an astrologist of sorts. I can recommend Lori Lodian, Lunatic Astrology, I think it's her channel. It's very nice, very good. I recommend watching her because she's very thorough in her readings. But I do see in the current maybe focusing on the good in life, on the beauty in life. And keep in mind that, I have Sagittarius energy here with the star, and this gives me the vibe of being idealistic of a world without pain, idealistic of a world without sorrow, or whatever that idealistic world you would like to have or live in. It doesn't exist. And I tell you that as a Sagittarius, somebody born under the star sign of a Sagittarius, that in some aspects there is this idealism that it has to be faced with a lot of realism. It doesn't exist. It really doesn't exist. In many ways, it doesn't exist. So whatever you are idealizing in the moment, I would encourage you to view it with a bit more realistic perspective, like use the sun energy to pour some light into that situation, so you can see it with or from a different perspective, with more clarity and from a different perspective, not just because it feels good and you accept that reality because it feels good. And this is something I said yesterday. You know what, maybe I'm gonna upload that reading too, because even though that thing happened during the reading, it's gonna give you a lot of good insight. So yeah, whatever, I don't care. It's important for you to get the messages. So we are doing readings in reverse, apparently. Yes, we are doing readings in reverse. Remember how I told you that you watch Sagittarius reading because you're going to get in some sort of power of sorts, and in Sagittarius reading we were talking about humbleness, finding a way to keep yourself humble. You will get to that stage, and maybe with that, maybe even in the current right now, maybe it's happening right now. You have that power, and maybe you exert that power with some arrogance, or with some arrogance. Well, whatever happened in the past with this Three of Cups, and you being asked in the past to clear things properly on your path, it's coming back in the current. I'm not sure how far away this happened. It could be 7 months ago, when you were asked to choose different people in your life, and maybe you didn't let go of some people in your life because you would have been alone. But in the current, I see same kind of situation. Things with people around you are not going at the best. This could be also because Mercury is retrograde, but it's bringing up situations that you really need to take care of them. You cannot avoid them anymore. And I feel like you're going to get messages, or you're going to have fights and arguments about things from the past, and you're going to wonder, what the heck, this happened really long time ago. Well, get figured somebody didn't let go of it, and more than that, your ancestors want you to actually see a situation as it is. Stop romanticizing, stop idealizing people, stop putting people higher in your life, and without you get blinded and you don't see people for who they really are. Like, you have to accept that some people in your life, no matter how good you feel around them or how good you want to see them, they also have a dark side. And if you avoid a dark side in them, and you don't accept them, it will not be good for you. Deal with this situation with grace. Deal with situation with assertiveness, but not arrogance. You have the Emperor here, who is really asking you to take action in the current and clear the table for yourself, make decisions, because you could be very much easily influenced by those around you. When we talk about decisions, you have to make the decisions for yourself, because you are the only one who really knows what happened in the past. You can seek for guidance, but don't ask people to tell you what to do. Don't ask people for advice in this sense. I feel like you need somebody to just listen to you and ask you questions for which you will provide an answer that will give you the insight that you need, like kind of a therapist kind of energy, to be honest. Like, funny, because I have many people in my life telling me that I ask the difficult questions, and I ask those questions because I don't want to be the one to tell you what to do. I want you to be the one who has the epiphany of what the things you have to do. And same questions I ask myself, even though they're very harsh and uncomfortable questions, I ask myself the same. Interesting enough, the same layout on the table, it's been yesterday too. And in the past, things have been very progressive and they have been very clear for you, though you have denied some things in your life. In the current, things are piling up. You could be very, very hypersensitive, overstimulated in the current, because things are just piling up. You need a way to take care of yourself. You need to find a way to take care of yourself. Spend time under hot showers, baths, spas, alone, walks, nature, whatever helps you unwind. You need to focus on that. Like I said in the reading that I will upload today, I don't care. You get really good messages in that. And if some people here don't understand other stuff, whatever, I don't care. I'm not gonna post a reading. I don't care. You leave whatever comments you want. I don't care. For me, what's important is for you to get the messages, and that reading had really good messages. Okay, my friend. So yes, let's see for future. Find a way to take care of your well-being. Future messages for Scorpio. Yes, my guy, that's what I like to see. I like to see you're human and you're going through all these processes, right? It's not easy. It's easy to talk from the outside, do what you have to do, and then there are a lot of emotions that you have to deal with, and there are a lot of things that are going within that, it's not that easy. But I feel like you're going to have a big understanding of, wow, damn, heck, I need to stay strong. I need to, do things a bit differently. And in the future, yes, you're going to reject breadcrumbs, and you're not going to give your energy in situations that in the end make you sad, in the end make you feel bad. That's not easy, trust me. I can tell you from personal experience, even with people that I really would have wanted things to work out, and I really would have wanted for more involvement from both sides to be there. But if in the end you raise awareness, and if in the end you set a boundary and it's being crossed over and over again, and the other individual is asking you to accept them for who they really are when they are being basically toxic, you're going to let go of that. You're going to let go of the past. You're going to make a decision in the future that will be compassionate with yourself and the situation overall. You can have way much more healthier relationships with people in your life when you're not in direct contact with them. You can. Sounds weird, but you can. And in the future, I do see you saying no to even parts of yourself that have been keeping you stagnant in connections where you're not fully appreciated, where you're not fully supported, where you're not fully like people are not really interested into getting to know you, or people are not really interested into wanting to know you and invest that energy. You're going to say no to that. A lot of things are going to come to an end. It's just been a full moon, but there will be a new moon soon, and maybe with that new moon you're going to make this new. It's funny because the human body really looks like a robot, but we are not robots. But you're going to rewire your nervous system for new kind of connections, and with that you're going to also choose different kind of people in your life, because you choose people in your life based on the familiarities that that person brings to you. You see a person that is either in their vibe or in their behavior or in the way they move or whatever that would be, that is familiar to you, and you go to them, or they come to you because they see that familiarity in you. You don't attract, my friend. You move towards. Oh, you can attract too, but I don't believe in that. You can attract if you believe in that. Yes, I like to see this. In the other reading, you're going to see there was a king of pentacles. It was bad news. It's bad news even now. Even though I didn't get the devil for this energy, it's still bad news, and you're being asked to probably share how you feel and not hold within, but be very firm in the way you say things, because this king of pentacles could be either a spouse, ex-spouse, supervisor, somebody with a form of an authority. It could also be a father figure. It doesn't have to be a male anyway, but you are being asked to not hold your anger within, because that anger within causes you anxiety, and it's time for you in the near future to actually let it out. And I advise you to let it out. This King of Pentacles did not come with a very good energy in the recent past, and if he talks about the same person, this is a very good manipulator. This is somebody that knows how to move, talk, behave in a way that will probably give you the wrong impression about them. If it's a different person, this is somebody in the recent past that really hurt you, and now in the future you are still holding into that one way or another. You're still asked to clarify things with this energy. You're still asked in the near future to find a way to either bring peace or find middle ground. It's kind of similar with the reading from yesterday, but it's a very different energy. Yesterday was full of devil, past, present, future, full of devil. Today is different. So maybe that was one thing that needed to change, because yesterday's energy was very playful. Today it's a bit more serious. You're going to either deal, or you are going to be very aggressive in the way you will want things to be done. I see that either you or somebody in the near future will want to do things in the way they want, and because probably things are not going to be to everybody's liking, and not just liking, but it will not necessarily be fair in the near future. I see like somebody moving alone. So if this is you, and you cannot find common ground with those around you, I think Mars is in Scorpio, so that could make you a bit more aggressive. But this could talk about another energy that is in competition with you. If this talks about another person that is in competition with you, I want to say that you are being asked to probably offer some knowledge to this person, or offer some grace, mercy to this person in a confrontation or a disagreement. Maybe funny, because it's very similar, the reading, but very different energies still. To be the bigger person, I don't like this word, but to be the bigger person, to be the one who actually comes with understanding and compassion, while the other person is going to do backflips of anger. This is somebody that, sometimes we cover deeper emotions with anger, but for this person, I don't feel like the deeper emotion that is covered with anger is pain. I feel like it's pride. So if you're going to have a conflict with somebody, it would be because the other person is very egocentric. They want things to be done their way. They probably had it from childhood. They probably had a hard childhood, but they wanted things to be done their way. They have a desire for control in some way or another. If this is not you, the one with a bigger person energy, then it's you, the one who will want to have full control over a situation and to do things the way you want. And listen, life is not happening the way we want always, and most of the times even our plans will take a route that we most likely don't expect. From A to B, there are many A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, you know what I'm saying? So I would encourage you in the future to be a bit more open with the way you express yourself, and flexible in the way you navigate situations, because you in the past and in the current seem to be very messy, to be honest. It feels a bit messy, this energy. So for future, probably is the best for you to find a way to express your thoughts, to express your emotions, to communicate with others, to know like your limit, and stick to it, all right. Well, this is what I have for you. Hopefully it helps. If you want a private one, you can find me at +358 549 6466 on WhatsApp only. Until the next one, I wish you nothing but the best, and happy birthday. Bye bye.